Tower Babel. Everybody took a part of the language and went somewhere and it got confused. There was a confusion of language. The story really is about a fractalization of language. This is an O in the runes. This is an M. And this is the same number value, 80, as this one right here that means vibration. So I have vibrate, A, O, M. Aom. And so here you have the Cartesian map that also is the grid that formed from the point when you move from AOM into OM. In one tradition. Because it moves, first you're forming a point in space-time that you can embed any, on a shamanistic level, you can embed any thought into the point and then spread it out. Or I could also tell you that it's known as the Knight's Game. Because this is the chessboard of Charlemagne that is talked about, the alchemical chessboard that we're looking at, that if you know how to play the game properly, according to them, you rule the world. And there are those who are using this chessboard, using these sounds and these layers of meaning and these number patterns in order to work with this. However, each one of those is also a way, let's say you want to do healing, color healing. You now have a grid to know by number value and by meaning of the symbols what colors you can use. They know it here, or they know it here consciously.
They don't know your language.
Some do. In Mendocino, where I'm from, there's a bank right in the center of town. And on the bank, the eaves of the bank have this scalloping. And you find out by counting how many scallops there are on the front and on the sides. And it's 8 and 11 on each side. You know, the two fronts are 8 and 8, and the two sides are 11 and 11. And on the top of the bank is a statue. The statue is 2 figures, Father Time and the Maiden. And by number value, these 2 columns add up to Father Time and the Maiden. These 2 columns add up to, our spelling in the old tradition, and I've documented it, is W-I-E-T-C-H, which is Book of Shadows. What else? IBM plus Builder International Business Machines. What else? Starbucks mermaid logo inside circle. What else? The man's name was started the cryptography division for the CIA plus the words codename Mother, which was his code name. Are you hearing my answer to you? Some know. Some stumble into it. This is O's. O's. O-S or O-Z. It means a speaking mouth. It's hydrogen. And I'm not just saying it's hydrogen. We could go into this another time. But it is the string at the center of the hydrogen atom. I just said that. We know the shape of the strings and the sonics they vibrate to. Okay. Now, given that, quantally, we are now going to say O's is a head, a speaking mouth, a wisdom keeper, finding a master or guide, and it's hydrogen, therefore it's a floating head. We're off.
Wizard of Oz.
To see the wizard. As a Native American said, we get it by lineage. What happened to you? He said, did you ask? Ask. And I said, yeah. And he said, figures. We can't teach you. 15 years I've done this every day, some days for 16 to 20 hours in a day. I used to do that all the time. Now I need a little more sleep. But, you know, this is the thing, is that you look at this through every different lens. It's a jewel. This is a gem. And when you turn the gem, the light appears. And that's the sound that will replace the ohm at the changing time. Whether in your head or in the world. Inner or outer, it's up to us the way it manifests. That's part of this message. Is if you can do it internally, if enough people can do it internally, we don't need to have the destruction externally. And if I have 2 mother's columns and 2 father's columns, and I put the eyes runes next to them, it adds up to 224. And 225 is dark. 225 is magic circle, and 225 is many other things. But right now, and 224, right now we're just going to use dark. And so it's the dark night of the soul. Implosion. If enough people go through it, we don't need to go through it. Not the outer, not the idea of the 2012 and the big destruction. This is why the shamans do this. Because once you begin to see the pattern to the code, you realize everybody went in every world tradition and used the code to tell their stories. Oin, which means joy, childlike awe, and wonder. It's a W letter value. Turn it around. Meow. Living in the moment of meow, which is joy, childlike awe, and wonder. Being here, being present. Okay. But if I take this rune and I marry it to this rune, the An and the Oin rune, and I round them out, making fully a rounded out M and a rounded out W, and I join them together fully. See what's in my hand? And you know what those two add up to? Red pill or blue pill plus choice by number value. Those who know have used this to tell you many stories. They want you to wake up. It's your choice to wake up. It has to have meaning, a matrix of meaning, and it does. And that's the key. That's what I found, was a matrix of meaning. So, if I have 1008, what's it equal? With these 2 columns plus the eyes runes, it equals Solomon. And if I take MTH, TERECKSE, IS or ES or SI or SE, it equals 217. And 217 in Hebrew is temple. But a double mother's column adds up to 1206, which if you go to the Hebrew, it is tikkun. And tikkun means the restoration. This is the language, the 2 languages together of the restoration. The restoration of the temple is the reloading of the matrix. The rib. When we wake up.
Okay, Scotty. It's been a wild ride. We had a great time and we're back.